真空
What's going on, people? System Psycho back with the combo crew, Don 3, Don 2, with another movie review. This is gonna be a review on a movie that honestly I wasn't expecting to watch, but we watched it anyway because we're fans of X-Men, and that is X-Men Apocalypse.
Yeah.
We're gonna give our thoughts on this movie, kind of what we thought. We just talk about what we liked, what we didn't like, and just go off of there. So let's get this shit started. What were some of the things you guys liked about this movie?
You wanna go first, bro?
I like, even though you're gonna hear later on that I didn't like the movie too much, well, at all, but the action and the special effects in the movie was awesome. I don't care. They seemed like they went all out in this movie.
Yeah.
Just like the things they showed, just like like people powers and stuff like that, and
Yeah, the way they showed the everybody's powers, I think they did a good job showcasing the special effects wise, like Cyclops optic blast and the way they
Psylocke's psychic knife.
Yeah, they
even changing Archangel.
And like
changing Angel to Archangel.
Yeah.
Taking this movie, that was awesome.
Would you say you wish he said my brother said he wished it should have been blue.
Yeah,
Right. Should have made him blue like in the comics. It was when the movie came on, it was off to a good start. It was in Egypt, and pretty much they're about to do the body transference because every whatever you saw often the Apocalypse he had to change new host.
Yeah.
So he was changing into his new host, and there was an uprising. And it was pretty technical. Like dude, there was hand signals, and dude put his hand out, and they hit the pylons, and the whole thing fell down. So, I was thinking that the people that the horsemen that he had in there was the original horsemen.
Okay.
Pestilence, war, and famine.
Yeah.
They were fucking
Death.
people up, and no, Death wasn't in there.
Oh,
they were fucking people up in that gym.
Okay.
Like one dude got turned to dust. It was two dudes. It was just like bones on the wall.
All break.
Yeah, someone took the fire and just cooked everybody else, and then one girl, she fell and hit her back. She broke her back, but she still had time to put a force field up for him to go into hibernation.
But so you like the beginning then? You thought the beginning?
Beginning, I was like, okay, this is off to a good start.
Another part that was good. It's good to see, but they already did it in Future's Past when Quicksilver started running around and stuff like that. That's good to see, but it's like y'all already did it before. But it was funny to watch, like especially when he pulled the dog. It was
when the dog close out. That was Quicksilver to me was probably the highlight of the whole entire movie, just to me.
Yeah.
Because the way they showcased this how they handled Quicksilver was way better than how Marvel did. Now I love Marvel Studios, Civil War. Y'all know that's our shit. Oh yeah, check out Civil War review video.
Yeah,
we got it out too.
Definitely.
But the way they handled it really showed how fast he was. The way they did his powers, the way they showcased Quicksilver, like okay, that's how he's supposed to be.
Yeah.
He's not fast as Flash, but he's still fast as shit.
Another thing, a part of the movie I like, but then too, was when Weapon X came.
Oh yeah, that was kind of surprising. I wasn't expecting that.
It was perfect. The only thing they was missing was the
red visor.
It'd have been it. If he didn't have the red visor, I'd have been like, okay, yeah, they would have won. They're the one right there.
I thought that was a pretty cool thing to add in there. I wasn't expecting that.
Nah.
You know what I mean?
One thing I like too is how they do show people's powers. You know what I'm saying? Like, and all the X-Men franchises, all the movies, I've seen the way that they really stress like trying to show a lot of people's powers. You know what I'm saying? It's somebody's powers that I'll get to later on that they don't show at all. She's been in the movie, I think. I'll talk about it later, but for the most part, they show the powers, and that's what I like. You know what I'm saying? Like Psylocke's power, and, you know what I mean? Like they really show what they can do, and I like that.
Right.
So, those are pretty much the things we like.
That's it.
All right, so we'll get to the things that we don't like now. Just to give you a background, if you guys have watched our videos, you know that we're big X-Men guys, and the fact that me and Don we met because of a reference of X-Men. And we grew up with the X-Men cars, X-Men cartoons. X-Men was like the main thing of the reason why we even got into comics.
Oh my! You took the words right out of my mouth.
So we're very particular about X-Men, and we're very specific with what we like. And if you guys already know, I fucking hate all the X-Men movies. In the past.
He also has a video.
Yeah,
check his video rant when talking about the X-Men. It was dope.
I made a video about a year and a half ago explaining about why I hate all the X-Men movies, and they fucking suck, and a lot of people agree, man. So. we'll discuss why we don't really fuck with this movie. Anybody want to start off?
I'm gonna go first. This X-Men franchise is it's a disgrace. It's a disgrace to all comic book kids. You know what Fox did? They just hawked the loo and just spit in our face. Like, dude, I came up. System Psycho came up. My brother, we all came up. Like, dude, like X-Men is like almost like 100% reason why I even got into comics.
Yeah.
Because they broke down the teams. Everybody had unique powers. The way they did the storylines, it was just you couldn't give me another comic. I was an X-Men, X everything, X-Force, X-Factor, Excalibur, anything X, fucking New Mutants.
Yeah.
Like, dude, like, for them to make these movies and just not even give a shit about anything about, like, how the fuck you gonna have Alex Summers older than Scott Summers?
That's one
and then
thing
you're making him like the you know, like the first class, like, dude, like, okay, the special effects is great, but you want to get the fans, you want to get fans, I get it. But you also want to get the comic book fans to come in, like, you know what? These guys did as much as possible to stay into the comic book as possible. And you didn't. You just disregarded everything. How the fuck did you make Mystique a main character? When the fuck has Mystique ever been the main character? Have you ever seen Mystique lead the X-Men before?
That's what I'm saying.
Give me an issue. He got all the issues back here. I've never seen it before. And at the end of the movie, she's like, you're not students, you're X-Men. I'm going to stoop in my mouth.
Dog.
How dare you make Mystique? And then it's like you have the movies and you're gearing these towards little kids, but Mystique is walking around fucking ass naked blue.
That's true.
And what's scales? And then on top of it, you're gonna take Rebecca Romijn, who actually looks better than fucking Jennifer Lawrence anyway, and you're gonna take her just because she's a up and coming movie star. So what? You know what I'm saying? You should have stayed true. And you didn't.
Yeah.
And it looks dumb. And now anybody who's a comic book fan is like, dude, that's why the reviews is bad. We're not picking apart because we want to be assholes. Like, dude, you guys just disregarded everything from the comics. You just got everything jumbled up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what? Hey, we got this movie. It's called X-Men. You want to direct it? Sure. What the fuck's X-Men? That's what the fuck they said. You're just getting people that don't give a fuck about these movies. Joss Whedon is a director. He directed the first Avengers. He's a comic book fan. He did as much as possible to stay true to the comics as possible. Yeah. You guys just get all this big budget and just do whatever the fuck you want. It's so many. I got a list of fucking things. But fucking Mystique.
Is that your main thing that you
Why is she a main character for? She's a second tier character at best.
Why is she a hero?
She's not a hero. She's not. Y'all didn't talk about nothing about Nightcrawler being her son. You didn't say nothing about that. You didn't say shit about this. And who the fuck is William Stryker? You know what? I looked him up. The guy's he's a fucking televangelist.
Yeah.
Fucking, he hates mutants.
And on top of that, in the comics, he's old. But in this joint, he's young.
He's young. And it's like it's like, what are you guys going with him for? Where's Mr. Sinister at?
Yeah.
What are you doing? Why are you having Apocalypse? Apocalypse he is not a person who's like, oh, I want you to join me. No. You gonna join me? No, dust. You're dead. And like they're shooting their beams, and Quicksilver's punching him in the face. That's not Apocalypse. You shoot beams in Apocalypse, it's gonna bounce off. He's gonna laugh at you, get like 100 feet tall, and crush you like a grape.
Yeah.
That's Apocalypse. You're making this like into this fucking Shakespeare, like whatever the fuck it is. That's not. He looked like Apocalypse a little bit because he had the little shit inside his face, but other than that, he looks like Ivan Ooze.
No, because he was blue.
That's the reason why
Duh. You know, so when he first came out with a hoodie and he started walking in the world, you know what he looked like? He looked like Death from Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. I swear to God.
So he talked like him too. He talked like him too.
Damn right.
Duh. So all right. So one of the things I don't like about just the old X-Men franchise in general is the fact that like they try to put they put like a certain era. So First Class was in the 60s, 70s and 80s. I feel like X-Men shouldn't be constrained or limited to a certain time frame, dude, because it doesn't make sense. Like, okay, First Class was in 62. Havoc was like, how old would you say Havoc was? 21 at least?
Maybe, I think he was like 19 or something like that. He was young.
So, okay, from First Class all the way to this one, Apocalypse is 20 years.
Right.
He looks the same.
He looks the same.
Nobody ages in this fucking
franchise. He lost weight.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody looks the same. Quicksilver's the same. 10 years from Days of Future Past, this one, nobody ages.
Exactly.
And if you guys must know, the whole part of the part about the Cyclops and Havoc, that really bothers me a little bit, because Cyclops is the older brother. Cyclops is actually the first student at Xavier's Institute.
Yeah,
he's
true.
like Xavier's right-hand man. When Xavier was doing something, it didn't matter what was going on. He was like, I'm with the professor. You can't change my mind about anything. But it's like they switched roles and gave it to fucking Havoc.
Yeah.
Havoc. He was on the second tier. X Factor.
Yeah.
I mean, team was dope, but no, you're not selling more than fucking X-Men. You're not. You know what I'm saying? Cyclops is the leader. Why didn't you put focus on him? And then it seemed like the Jean Grey and Cyclops relationship, that looked forced. It looked like it was forced.
You think so?
Yeah, it looked forced. Like Jean Grey, Cyclops, they fall in love with each other. Everybody knows that. It's just like I didn't care. You didn't care about this.
Wolverine into a straight molester.
Yeah, because he really thinks about it. Because he's in love. He's in love with
Jean Grey.
He just
when he was Weapon X.
He just slaughtered a whole fucking troop of dudes. Like, hey, wait, stop, and you gonna let him touch your face? Come on, man. Oh, what happened? I gave him some memories. He ran the fucking door into the woods with no shoes on his feet. Get the fuck out of here with that shit, man.
It looked cold as fuck up
Right.
too.
Yeah, he ran too. He had some jeans on running in the motherfucking woods.
So one of the things about this movie, I've told you guys, I almost fell asleep watching this because this shit was fucking boring in my opinion, man. I don't know if it was just the colors or it was just like I was just tired, but
it's just like, dude, like, you know, to the average person to go see the movie, you're probably gonna like it. But you got comic book guys and be like, dude, what the fuck? Like I tried. I gave it the college try, man, to watch this fucking movie.
Yeah.
It didn't make any sense.
Based off the things that you said, anybody even if you don't even know anything about comics at all and you watch the movie, based on the things that y'all just said, you know what I'm saying? Just like the time periods and the non-aging, and it's just the inconsistencies inside the stories, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just doesn't make sense, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, for real, when you say forced, that's how I feel the movie. I feel like the characters, I feel like everything about the movie was forced down my throat. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're forcing me to watch X-Men. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And they know regardless of anything. They like when you see X-Men on screen, you know X-Men's about to come out. You be like, man, that joint gonna be stupid, but you be like, you know what? I gotta go see it. And they know that.
Yeah.
But for them knowing that, they should took the time. And that's what I want to say too. I looked online, because I do a lot of my little research online. Okay. They had, before the movie was even made, before they even started casting characters, they had a year. They sat down for a year. A year. They sat up for a solid year and talked about this movie before they even start casting people. So how the fuck do you fuck that up? If y'all was to look behind me right now, my man System Psycho has comics out the ass behind me right now. Yeah. If he sat down, he could have did a better job with it, because there's no way that they could mess this up, because you have endless hours
story. You have so many
material.
It's already there for you.
Right.
It's already there for you.
Why would you make up a story when you have stories for days? Yeah. They could have used any story.
You know what kills me? The cartoon. It was loosely based on the comic book, but it really, like, most of the stories was in the comics. Something they change up. I get for, you know, because of purposes for TV, whatever it is. But they stayed true, down to the voices, down to the mannerism, down to the actions. Right. Nothing. Where the fuck is Sabretooth at? What happened to Sabretooth with the fur? Yeah. Like, I'm upset with that. Right. What the fuck happened to Sabretooth? With the fur. He had the fur, he had the mink around his neck. You know, he's furry. You know what I'm saying? Get the fur, you know what I'm saying? What the fuck happened to him?
You know something else that
fucking love Sabretooth.
Something that gives me about like these comic book movies now is when I watch a comic book movie, I want to feel like I believe this shit.
Okay.
Right? Let me give you a prime example. When y'all watch Blade, I said, man, that shit made me sometimes be like, man, is there really vampires? That's how much I really fuck with the movie, because they make you fucking believe, like, man, like, why is he looking at me like this? He gonna bite me. Right. Like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? They don't make movies like that anymore. Deadpool was almost getting there. Civil War almost makes you feel that kind of way, but nothing as deep as Blade. Like, Blade is like everything was dark. It was, you know what I mean? Right. And you would think like, damn, this X-Men is one of the biggest selling comic books that's out. Period. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you think of comics, the first thing you probably hate is X-Men.
X-Men.
You know what I'm saying? My mom, she used to say to us, you know, when we have our little comic stuff on the floor, she'd be like, pick up your X-Men cards. That's all she knew. That's all she knew.
But man, these baseball cards, these X-Men, put the X-Men cards.
That's all she knew was X-Men. You know what I'm saying? So it's just disappointing.
I have questions. I don't even care. I have questions to ask. Right. When did Storm how did Storm get her accent back? She had it in the first one. Second one, she felt like she was from America, so she got it back. Right, with the white. That's a good nod to the '80s Storm with the Roadhog. I thought it was dope.
Okay.
Another question is, why the fuck didn't you use Caliban? Caliban, he's been a horseman twice.
That's
maybe
true.
More than that.
I'm surprised they didn't use Caliban.
He was in the movie. He was in the movie.
Yeah.
Didn't use him.
He was a skinny one too. That's before he became a horseman. Because Apocalypse gave him the power.
Right, and then he's like, and then my biggest question is, why didn't they just let the missiles go up to the Earth and come down and kill everybody?
I don't get
kill everybody in the movie right there. Start over from scratch.
You know what's funny? I don't remember what happened with the missiles.
They were straight up in space. They got disarmed.
Oh.
Why purify? Like, I want to build a new world. You could have did it right there. Just drop the missiles. Kill everything. Like, dude, who the fuck are you thinking about? World, like, dude, like, yeah.
You fell asleep.
I fell asleep. I probably fell asleep. I do not remember. I was like, I remember seeing the missile. I wonder what's gonna happen. And I just
they stayed up there like balloons. I got another. When the fuck did Angel become a pit fighter? What is that? What is the thing? What the fuck is up with this pit fighting shit? Yeah, Wolverine. Is that like a running thing? Oh, you know what? I'm gonna think of a scene. Let's put him in a cage. No, that shit's dumb.
Pit fighter, dude.
Then Nightcrawler. He's in the cage. They burn him in a box. And they throw him out of a box. Why the fuck you teleport out the box? There's nothing holding you to the box. Oh shit! You open the box, you throw him out. Gone. What the fuck? I would have shit it in the box and then poofed out of there. Oh, the box, just doesn't shit in there. Like, what the fuck, dude? And Angel, who the fuck is going to fucking run from a dude? He got wings. Wings.
Yeah, you know what's funny? So,
and he's rich.
So one of the things, I know that Apocalypse changed him into Archangel, made him a badass. Yeah. But you know Apocalypse was like, I want the strongest mutant.
Yeah.
And to me, Angel is not the strongest mutant.
He has wings.
That's all he has. And Apocalypse wanted to go find him.
Right.
Come on,
he's like, Sally's like, I know someone. Angel of all people. Angel of all people.
Take him to the mansion.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
He's like this. He's like, who do I want? I want this one. I want her. I want two of them.
Yeah.
Let me get three of them. Box them up right there. Come on, you don't get Angel. Fucking wings. He can wing. Ooh, he can fly. So what? This is stupid. You throw a stick in it. You hit his wing with a stick. That's it. Done. He can't fly no more.
But he is an original horseman, which I get. Yeah, but they shouldn't have said, I want the strongest. And they go to
Angel. The strongest survive. Like, I have to.
Wait, y'all voice is too deep. His voice is not that deep on here. It's not that deep. They gotta bring your tone down a little bit. But people finish. He sounds like old bitch on this drink.
Old bitches.
I want to be your father.
Yeah, what the fuck are you talking about? Please join me. He doesn't say that. You join me or I turn you to ash. That's Apocalypse. That's how he is.
You know what's one part that I thought was semi cool was when Xavier I guess was in his mind and he thought he got Apocalypse, but Apocalypse started turning big. He got all big. I thought that was pretty cool.
Apocalypse gave Professor X cancer because all his hair fell out his head. You see that shit? That's how do you get the ball head? He looked like the Golden Child.
He was okay with it too.
Yeah, he's like, nice dude.
I didn't care. Just go back. Jean Grey, make it go back. Do something, goddammit. Fuck that head walking around bald head. It is no hair, nothing. Nothing growing back.
Nah, you like a bobo.
Mr. Clean.
Yeah, he's crippled and he's bald headed.
He was all fucked up. Then he couldn't walk.
Put Professor X a suicide watch. It's not winning. It's not. He's like, I can read your mind. I don't care. I can't walk. I'll read your thoughts. God. They in the room up and I can't do nothing.
Hell no.
They made Maura McTaggart. She's from America. Maura McTaggart sounds Irish to me.
Oh, let me tell you the reason why they picked the horsemen that they did. Well, the original four horsemen were death, pestilence, famine, and which one? And war.
Yeah.
And this one they switched them because they wanted them to be military, politics, sex, and youth.
Dumb.
What is that? Is that like?
That's the meaning behind all the his horsemen that he picked. I guess he picking new horsemen for different reasons. So the military is supposed to be for. Hold on, let me start. Sex is for Psylocke. Youth is for Storm. Politics is for Magneto, and the military is for Archangel.
Okay. Interesting.
Look, I went online and that's what they said. Yo, figure it out. It doesn't make any sense to me at all.
So
I just thought that this little fun fact.
So they changed up Colossus. I'm not Colossus, but Cyclops' origin story.
Yeah, the way he got that.
Like so in the comic books, Cyclops and his brother, his mother, his father, and his brother, they were on an airplane ride, and they were flying in one of the small airplanes, and they got shot down by a Shi'ar space shuttle. So when the plane's about to go down, his father grabbed Alex and Scott and put a parachute on them and threw them out the airplane. When the parachute opened up, Alex fell, but Cyclops hit his head on the rock. And when he hit his head on the rock, when his mutant powers started to grow, or when they became manifested, whatever, he wasn't able to shut it off. If he didn't hit his head on that rock, Cyclops could shoot his powers at will. But since he hit his head that certain way, he's not able to hold it back. That's why he has to wear the ruby quartz sunglasses. Yeah. Just so you guys know.
Yeah, I thought.
So he's in the class like, oh, my eyes itch. He's like, you looking at my girl?
My eyes itch.
He's like, my eyes. Oh, my eyes. And like the way.
How didn't that slice him in half? Because he hit the tree and it cut it in half, but he hit the door
and it didn't do anything. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it was the birth. It was his first optic blast.
Fuck that should be the worst, right? It should have melted the whole building shut down.
Right? Yeah, laser beam.
Yo, but so as you said, it was a sheer empire that shot down the plane. Yeah. But then you later find out that his father is part of the Starjammers,
the Corsair.
So if they were he looked like a French motherfucker. On guard.
Bell bottoms too.
Right. It's the Corsair. Then he had the bandana to the side.
Yeah, you got the mustache.
Right.
But I'm saying, if they ever want to do a Starjammers movie, how are they gonna do it? How are they gonna connect it?
Yeah, because the mom and dad they live in a nice little home in suburbia.
I don't know.
I'm like, this fucking supposed to be Corsair.
Maybe well, nah, they two different.
Yeah, they can't do
it. They can't do it.
Yeah, pretty much fucked up.
Another thing too, I didn't fuck with is Beast again. He can change at will again.
Beast like a blue werewolf. A blue werewolf.
Yeah, these tied on leather pants with these puffy ass feet.
He looked dumb. He looked like a fucking Care Bear.
That shit
looks stupid. He's dumb.
He looked pretty.
The original X-Men is Angel. Where the fuck happened to Iceman?
Oh,
Angel, Iceman. Yeah, Angel, Iceman, Jean Grey, Cyclops. Who am I missing?
I think that's it, right?
Beast, Angel, Cyclops, Jean Grey, Iceman.
Yeah, that's fine.
Y'all should just scrap the whole fucking thing. Worry about them guys. Worry about how that starts up.
Dude, so in the video that I made about, hating on the X-Men movies, I said that if they're going to do a trilogy, they should start it off with the first class, like originally.
The original first class.
And then the second movie introduced, like, Colossus and Nightcrawler, Wolverine, kind of like what the giant-sized X-Men was.
Build it up.
Exactly, build it up. And the third one, that's when they can branch out, maybe make the blue team, add Psylocke or Gambit, and then continue to make movies like that, dude.
And then they had Jubilee.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, Jubilee is not in the same class as Cyclops.
That's what I was talking about. Yeah. Something else. Because she was wasn't she in another one before this one?
Yeah.
What? Nah, she wasn't.
She was one of the students. She was sitting down.
Yeah.
But you don't even get to see her powers, which is not shit anyway. But why you keep showing her? You know, so they had her like, I thought she was gonna do something like.
That's true. You know what's funny? I didn't notice that until you mentioned it. She didn't use her powers.
No, at all. She doesn't use her powers at all. Damn. And she's like when you watch I learned about Jubilee through the cartoon. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And that was 90s. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So she was, but I don't know. They kind of, the outfit she have on, it look like her, but it's not the right time. Like, they get everything mixed up.
I know.
Look, this is all they need to do. Okay, y'all fucked up. You fucked up.
Yeah.
This is what you do. Sit down with some real comic book heads and start over again. Start off from scratch. Just start off from scratch. Scrap all that shit. We made a mistake. So give them some comic book hits. People know what the fuck you're talking about, and do it right.
Or they could just give the rights to Marvel, or like do what they did with Sony. Collaborate.
He's like Professor X. He read my mind. Yeah. Exactly. Give him up. He's not doing nothing.
They're not gonna give that money.
I know.
But like Sony did.
It would be nice.
Get a 60-40 split. Get 60.
It would be nice.
Get 60%.
They're not gonna do that.
They're already making money. This movie already made 130 mil internationally. That's more than Days of Future Past.
That's what I'm saying. Like, the thing about these movies, the reason why I get mad personally, because when you make these movies like this, you're making people think that this is really how it is in the comics. I had a conversation with a guy like, oh yeah, well, you know, Havoc, man, he's the best X-Men. I'm like, shut the fuck up. What the fuck are you talking about? He's like, Havoc's the best X-Men. And he, he was in the first class. Like, no, the fuck he wasn't in the first class. He was not. Like, dude, like, all you doing is confusing
See what y'all
people.
doing? See what y'all doing? You're getting people frustrated.
Yeah.
The people gonna fight after a while if y'all don't stop this shit.
And what I heard, I don't know if this is true, but I heard Marvel's gonna cancel their X-Men comics. They're gonna kill them off. From what I've heard, I don't know if this is true. It might be a rumor.
They should.
Because they don't want to promote it for Fox.
For these movies you made, cancel them.
And I think it might be good.
Hold them for ransom.
It might be good
They
for.
should go in peace.
Yeah. Because honestly, dude, we grew up with the best X-Men. I mean, it's.
I had to.
X-Men was
you meant. You
good
know.
in the
So
90s.
yeah, X-Men is my shit. But Fox had to make me adapt to another fucking team. I never grew up really watching the Avengers like that. I didn't really read Iron Man comics like that or Captain America. I just really started liking Captain America like up until a couple of years ago because I was always into. I wasn't into the Avengers side. I was into the mutant side. Now all that other stuff. That I was straight dedicated to X-Men. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Captain America might come here every once in a while. Might see it in the comics, whatever like that.
Yeah.
But I was a dedicated X-Men fan. And you made me have to go over and go to that side.
Which isn't bad.
Because they're making because they're making
because call mutants on the Marvel side.
Yeah, they
call
can't.
enhanced people. That shit is retarded,
it's just dumb.
man.
But they're making better movies. They listening. They at least trying to stay true to the comic. They're trying to stay true to the source material as much as possible. The Civil War, you couldn't make it exactly like the comics because them fucks over at Fox got all the rights to all the other good fucking guys.
Yeah.
Now I heard Fantastic Four lost. They lost the rights to Fantastic Four. Give them up.
Yeah.
If Marvel makes a Fantastic Four movie, I'm gonna go see it. If Fox makes another Fantastic movie, I'm never gonna see it.
not. I didn't even see the other one. The first one. I never saw that shit. So, I guess in the end, would you recommend this movie at all? What are your final thoughts on this shit? I know we kind of went in on it, but like in the end, like what do you guys say?
I have a new rating.
Okay.
It's the Mr. Yuck sticker.
The Mr. Yuck sticker. Okay.
Yeah.
So this one gets a Mr. Yuck sticker.
Yeah. You don't know who it is?
When it comes out on DVD and Blu-ray, buy it and throw it out the window. Period. Just throw it straight out the window.
I'm gonna bootleg it, then delete it.
So, like we kind of mentioned, I think for the casual person, they might think this movie's good. It's watchable, but for the comic heads like us,
I'll never watch it ever again.
You know what? That's a good point. I put it like this. I'm not even gonna be completely fucked up about the whole thing.
Yeah.
Fuck X.
For anybody, for people who really don't know nothing about comics and you really want to watch a decent action movie with a lot of good special effects, this is the movie for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This would be a good movie. I'm not even gonna hate on the movie on that aspect, but for true comic heads or people who have semi-knowledge about comics like me, like myself, it's a disappointment, you know what I'm saying? But like I said from the beginning, I'm not gonna completely bash it because there was some shit on there that made me say, oh, that's pretty fucking tight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But they just ain't do it right.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? I wouldn't give it.
Go see it.
Yeah.
Go see it. Go see the movie. Go waste your money. Go ahead. Go right ahead. It's a waste of money.
But I think in the end, man, to me, this movie seems like just like all the other X-Men movies. I don't really fuck with them. They're not all that great. I think they fucking suck.
Wait. I gotta say this before we leave. When they would land on the ground and Apollo was fucking them up, and he was like, I gotta go out there and go help them. What I'm trying to figure out is how was he gonna get up and walk out there?
Right.
Ain't he paralyzed?
Yeah.
She was like, sit down, Charles. Don't get up, because if you go, then he'll have all of us.
Charles, you can't do nothing. Your legs are like
you're like, where were you going? How was he gonna get out there?
Right. Like, Charles, what are you doing? Your legs are like spaghetti noodles.
They're like linguine. It's done.
Oh, and just before we go, there's one fact that I thought I should bring up.
Okay.
I don't like the fact that Fox decided to use the whole Phoenix angle
At the end.
to try to finish Apocalypse off.
Yeah.
Like, that was like lazy story. You know what? Oh, how we gonna end this? Oh, Phoenix.
Yeah.
No.
Jean Grey saves the day.
Jean Grey, Phoenix is not inside of her.
Exactly.
Phoenix is from outer space. It's a being that took a part of her because she sacrificed her life when the space shuttle crash landed in Jamaica Bay. It took over her fucking body, and she came back.
Tell us, son.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like, dude, like, what the fuck, man? Like, yeah, that's lazy story writing.
They fucked up.
You can't hit Apocalypse like that, man. Like if you shoot Apocalypse, the thing's gonna bounce off for you.
She couldn't do it without the Phoenix.
No. What I don't even know what the fuck she did. She just screamed.
She just It was a bird. It was like the shape of a bird. Like, oh, that's easy. Anybody can do that. That's dumb. Why the fuck you use Phoenix for? That shit weak. That shit weak.
All right, we'll probably end it there. As you can tell, Don 3 is pretty disgusted. He's just ruined his day.
I'm alright.
He's alright. I'm indifferent. I already knew this shit was gonna be the way I expected it, to tell you the truth. But we'll leave it at that, guys. So once again,
like, share, subscribe.
He's all
like, share. This fucking movie sucks.
Yeah. So again, guys, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, all that shit. If you guys have any comments down below, leave them. Leave them down below.
Y'all being man. Y'all fucked up, man. Man. Goddamn, man.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. So
fuck.
We'll leave all the links down below as well. Signing off.
Go see the movie. Go see the movie.
Don 2, System Psycho. Peace out.
Fuck Fox.